You know, I don't know how people can look at videos like this and be like, wow, that man is sane.
We present to you Around Productions.
What's good, everybody? If you're a first time viewer of my content and of this video, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be watching a video that somebody sent me and they want to know my personal thoughts. I have not seen the video, alright? So we're going to be doing a personal reaction and we're going to do a breakdown upon the basis of what does God sound like, alright? So let's get into it.
Hey, don't scroll. I want you to give me 30 seconds. Have you ever wondered what the voice of God sounds like? I want you to tag somebody and I want you to share this because maybe it could change their life. So I was reading 1 Kings chapter 19 and it was reading about a story about a man named Elijah. He was a prophet. That means he was really tight with God. And so he went to this cave because he was afraid that they were going to kill him. And he was listening for the direction of God, being the prophet and trying to hear his voice. It says that while he was in the cave, all these natural disasters happened. There was a fire, there was a hurricane, there was an earthquake, but it says that God's voice wasn't in any of those things and that after all this, quiet came and then he heard a still small voice like a whisper. The voice of God doesn't sound like yelling, shouting, or screaming. It sounds like a whisper because God is closer than you think. If God is close, he can whisper. If God is far, he'll yell. But to Elijah, he was close. And so he came in a small, still voice.
You know, I'll give it to him, right? God is closer than you think because God is within you, okay? I've talked about this so many times throughout so many videos. God isn't somewhere up in the sky. God isn't somewhere whispering in your ear. The voice of God that you supposedly hear, your, what they call it, I'm your conscience.
Some of these hoes, man. You ain't got no hoes? No cocaine? Nigga, no wonder this party is so dead. We want you to light this shit up.
Where is he right now? We're here for Emmett Smith. Do you have any jokes for him tonight?
God Tory got everybody out of the way, and I did too. I want to say this to Emmett Smith, man.
I'm your conscience.
It is a pleasure.
Man, it sure did get hot in here. Am I fucking up right now? I'm your conscience. I really don't need to be up here right now. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
These brothers start making money, you can't tell them shit.
I'm your conscience.
All right.
I wish I was in a movie with Jamie. Maybe
You're right
we could
about
do 48
that.
hours.
You are right about that.
72 hours.
In fact,
I don't know.
In fact, nigga, I need a co-signer. Can you co-sign on the car for me?
I just did another joke that didn't go over. I'm your conscience. Maybe I should say something nice about Emmett and wrap it up. Or maybe I should talk about how black people have to struggle. Yeah, that'll get them on my side.
Thank you very much, Jamie Foxx. Thank you. I needed the help. I appreciate it.
I'm not Jamie Foxx.
Anyway,
I'm your conscience.
Anyway.
Wow. The girls are looking at me like, who is this motherfucker? You'll never get a deal. I'm your conscience.
Anyway.
You ever see it in cartoons and your conscience, that's the voice of God. Your gut, that you're feeling that something told me not to do that. Something told me to say that. Something told me not to go this way. That's God.
Be a good boy and always let your conscience be your guide.
I love the way that T.I. explained the voice of God when he was on the Good Morning Show.
Do you feel religion is the biggest lie told to black folks here in the U.S.?
God is real.
I know God is real, not because nobody told me, because I've seen the impact he's had on my life, and I've seen things that nothing else and nobody, no human could have had a hand in affecting. And God did. I know God is real. I feel it. I have my own conversation with him. I have my own relationship with him. Matter of fact, the closest you can get to speaking to God is when you hear your own voice in your head. Because if God gonna speak to you, He's not gonna speak to you in no ominous voice like an echo in the hallway. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He gonna speak to you. It's gonna be your voice. He gonna speak to you in the most relatable voice that you know, the most familiar voice that you could possibly know, and that's your own. You dig what I'm saying? So my relationship with God does not require a middleman. I don't need nobody to get my prayers to God to patch me through. I don't need nobody to do that. I don't got to go no place, no significant place to do that. I ain't got to pay no money to do that. And anybody who tell me that I do, I know you full of it. Religion is the biggest remote control ever known to man. It's probably the first form of technology. You know what I mean? It's a joystick. If you control people's thoughts, if you get people to come in and sit down and give confessions when they can't see you, but you can see them, you can manipulate them. You can manipulate them. You can play on their emotions. You know what I mean? Whether that's for money, whether that's for personal favors, whether that's for whatever it is. And it's been going on since the beginning of time.
I love the way T.I. explained the voice of God when he was on the Breakfast Club with Charlemagne. He said the voice of God isn't high and low. It doesn't sound like this and that. The voice of God sounds like you. If God gonna sound like anybody, it's gonna sound like me. And I love that demonstration. The voice of God is your voice, your conscience, because you are God manifested in the flesh. That's what it says in the Bible. Generally, you are supreme consciousness manifested in a vessel, in a body, in a shell.
We want to think about God. God is a thought. God is an idea. But its reference is to something that transcends all thinking. I mean, he's beyond being, beyond the category of being and non-being. Is he or is he not? Neither is nor is not. Every God, every mythology, every religion is true in this sense. It is true as metaphorical of the human and cosmic mystery. He who thinks he knows doesn't know. He who knows that he doesn't know, knows. There is an old story that is still good. The story of the quest, the spiritual quest. That is to say, to find the inward thing which you basically are. All of these symbols in mythology refer to you. Have you been reborn? Have you died to your animal nature and come to life as a human incarnation? You are God in your deepest identity. You are one with the transcendent.
If you've been watching my videos, then you already know this type of information. Now, unfortunately, you're going to have some people out here who are delusional. All right, they really think that they hear the voice of God. This is my beloved son and who I am well pleased. Like the thunder, his voice was like thunder in many deep seas and oceans. Like, people think that that's the voice of God. That's not the voice of God at all. That's mythology. When you're dealing with who God is, the way that we perceive God is very deceptive. You know, the perception that we have received from of God came from the church. So we think God has this big, deep voice. The voice of God, in conclusion, is your conscience. It's your gut. It's your conscience and your gut. It's your five senses. How you see, what you smell, what you feel, what you touch, what you taste, what you hear. All that has to do with who you are as being generator, operator, and director. But anywho, that's the video for today. Let me know in the comment section below how you feel about this whole situation. Do you agree with me? Do you have a different perception concerning the voice of God? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, I'm Tyrone. Like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with other people. Alright? Until next time, I'm Tyrone, and I am out.
You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that good shit for you. You know I will provide that. Look like Papa's got a brand new bag. Any man who mad, tell him ooh fucking fam too bad. Known to spit with the coldest with no particular motive. I've grown a bit so I've noticed what phony bitches are bogus. I bring doom to any MF, I'm a mad villain. I son niggas, my songs give you a dad feeling. The groovy new emperor, known to move temperatures. Life's a bitch but she keeps sending me nude pics of her. She let it all hang out without shame, through stories of each previous spouse about fame. Trying to remove a skirt made of doubt and clout games, then penetrate her until her mouth spit out change. Nevertheless, they can't measure my fresh. No rest till the devil is stressed. Tell him I'm blessed. I'm smiling, staring down a barrel of fear.